Welcome to True Crime Chronicles. I'm Jessica Bell, and today we're diving into one of America's most notorious unsolved cases, the chilling saga of the Zodiac Killer. In the late 1960s, the San Francisco Bay Area was gripped by fear as a mysterious killer terrorized its communities. The Zodiac, as he called himself, not only murdered his victims, but seemed to revel in taunting both the police and the public with cryptic letters and codes sent to local newspapers. The nightmare began on December 20th, 1968, when young couple David Faraday and Betty Lou Jensen were shot and killed on Lake Herman Road in Benicia. Just 7 months later, another couple, Darlene Farron and Michael Mageau, were attacked at Blue Rock Springs Park. Farron died at the scene, but Mageau survived, becoming one of the few witnesses who could describe the killer. The Zodiac's most brazen attack came on September 27, 1969, at Lake Berryessa. Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard were enjoying a peaceful afternoon when they were approached by a man wearing a black executioner-style hood with a white crossed circle symbol on the chest. He bound them with rope and repeatedly stabbed them. Hartnell survived, but Shepard succumbed to her wounds. 2 weeks later, taxi driver Paul Stein was shot in San Francisco's Presidio Heights neighborhood. This murder marked a dramatic shift in the Zodiac's pattern, as he had previously attacked only in rural areas. The killer took a piece of Stein's bloody shirt, which he later mailed to the San Francisco Chronicle as proof of his crime. What made the Zodiac truly unique was his appetite for attention. He sent taunting letters to local newspapers, threatening more killings if his messages weren't printed on the front page. These letters included 4 ciphers, complex coded messages that he claimed would reveal his identity. While the first cipher was cracked in 1969 by a schoolteacher and his wife, it only contained rambling messages about collecting slaves for the afterlife. Despite one of the most extensive manhunts in California history, the Zodiac was never caught. The investigation generated thousands of suspects, but none could be definitively linked to the crimes. The most promising suspect, Arthur Lee Allen, was circumstantially connected, but died in 1992 before investigators could gather enough evidence to charge him. The Zodiac claimed to have killed 37 people, though investigators have only confirmed 7 attacks, with 5 fatalities. His last confirmed letter was sent in 1974, yet his shadow still looms large over American criminal history. The case remains open in many jurisdictions, including San Francisco, where investigators still receive tips about the killer's identity. This is Jessica Bell, and you've been listening to True Crime Chronicles. Join me next week for another journey into the darkest corners of criminal history. And remember, some mysteries aren't meant to be solved. They're meant to remind us that truth can be stranger than fiction.